What are the qualities of a great president? Well, we're going to start with a trait or quality that you might not expect us to start with, but the first one, top of the list, is nice. The person is nice, and that's so important. Can't tell you how important it is to have a nice president, because what follows with that? Approachable. Number 2 trait on the list is the president is approachable. They're nice, they're approachable, and so the meeting feels comfortable, the meeting feels good, and people don't feel intimidated as they walk in. So sometimes the best president is not somebody that's the dominant one in the group, somebody that's knows exactly where they stand and what they stand for and wants to tell everybody about that, right? It's not the person with the strongest personality that makes the best president. It's the person that's nice, they're approachable, and number 3, they have a strong vision. Here's where the strength comes in. They have a strong vision for where they want the group to go, but they don't force that on anyone. They instead look to build a team of everybody sharing that vision and everybody working together to create that vision, from the board members to the members to everyone that's involved. Even the guests feel that, hey, there's a powerful vision at work here, and there's somebody that's nice and approachable that's bringing us this vision, and so it feels good. And that's really one of the critical factors in a referral group. It's got to feel good. So that's why we start there with those traits. What are some other traits? Well, vision, I mentioned. Vision is extremely important. The president has to start that process because they're at the head of the board, right? And so the president needs to say, what is my vision for this group? And what does it look like when we get there? And so I might say to myself, 25 to 30 member group, passing, of course, lots of leads, but more important than passing leads is activity. There's lots of activity. So members come every meeting, every single member comes and says, yeah, I promoted this person and that person, and I did one-on-ones, and I did all of this activity that then leads to leads. When I'm working with a group, I don't care so much about lead passing as I do about activity, because activity, especially promotion activity, is going to bring us to lead passing. Okay, so we have a president that's nice, that's approachable, that has a strong vision, that has the ability to bring their board together as a team and help them to buy into that vision as well. Now, what else? There's a few other traits worth talking about, and one of them is encouraging. A great president wants to be encouraging, because networking's, not always easy. And sometimes it's possible for members to get a little discouraged. Sometimes it's possible for the board to get discouraged. Sometimes the leads group takes a few steps back before it takes a step forward. Things happen. People leave their job, and the group sometimes shrinks a little and then expands again. And a lot of getting to that point where you have momentum again and you're going in the right direction again has to do with having that strong vision, but it also has to do with being an encourager and helping people to see that, we're still on path. Doesn't matter if we took a few steps back, that vision is still there. We're still headed towards the vision. And also you have your own individual vision, member of mine, and I want to encourage, and a good president will encourage that member to have their own vision of where they want to go and what they want to accomplish, and yet help them to see that their vision fits into the big vision that the board has. And so encouraging is a very important trait. And one last trait that we'll discuss for the president position, and that is extremely important, is complimentary. By that, I mean the president does a lot of complimenting. And it's very important. I think it's a very important skill in leadership in general, is you want your board members to really feel good about what they're doing. And you want to find ways to compliment them, because as you compliment them and as you encourage their strengths, they're going to get stronger in those, and they're going to want to work on their weaknesses because they feel good about themselves and the group and where things are headed. So being someone who likes to give compliments and likes to build people up and likes to help them feel better about themselves, it's important for the board, it's important for the members, and most importantly, it's contagious. If you can develop a culture in a group where everyone likes each other, where they're building each other up, where they're saying what they like about each other, rather than in the horrible circumstance where a group might get to the point where they're talking about what they don't like about each other or what they don't like about the group or whatever it is. You want to avoid that situation. You want to get to the point where it's nothing but positive there. It's nothing but feel good, and we all know that no matter what happens, we're headed towards the right place. We are almost at the end. One more thing before we wrap things up here for what makes a great president, what makes a good president, what are the qualities, what are the personality traits you're looking for. One is certainly teachable. And I say that because honestly, the best presidents I've ever had are the ones that feel like they still have a lot to learn. And I feel that way. I've been studying networking for a long time. I've been studying leads groups and working with leads groups for a long time. And anytime I hear about somebody that knows something about how this whole thing works, I want to sit with them immediately because I want to know what they know. Because there's always something to learn. There's always more perspective you can gain and more ideas that you can get on how to make this whole process work better. So being teachable is so important. And it's a great important trait of a good president. And I will say one last thing on this note is that I want you to consider me to be part of your team. I've been doing this a long time, and I want very much to help my presidents. I want them to be the best leader they can be. I want their groups to succeed at a very high level. It's a win-win situation for everyone. So please use me as a resource. And I'm always reachable at info@yournetworkinguniverse.com, or just give me a call. 303-525-4690 is my cell phone number. Call me anytime. I hope that you enjoyed this video on the qualities of an effective leads group president, and enjoy your day.